If you've ever used regular Crackle paint and been frustrated because it covers up your design, I've got a technique that completely changes that. This is a clear Crackle effect. It stays completely see-through, so instead of hiding what's underneath and giving a crackle, it ages it. The image shows right through the cracks and it gives everything that beautiful vintage look, antique feel. The recipe just uses 2 things you can get at the craft store or you probably already have in your craft room. That's it. No expensive Crackle medium needed. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it step by step. Let's get into it. A round piece of wood that I've painted with some chalk paint, and we're going to decoupage this bee photo on top of it. This is available in my Etsy store. I'll put the link to it down in the description. Now I've printed this off on my inkjet printer, so we have to seal the ink or else it will run when we add our Crackle technique on. I sprayed it with some hairspray, gave it a really good coat, and I've set it aside to dry. Once it's completely dry, I'm going to take my Mod Podge and apply it all over that wooden round. I'm going to put a nice thick coat on there so I can decoupage my graphic onto it. I'm going to center it exactly where I want it, press it down, and then I'm going to use my brayer to press it right into that piece of wood to ensure I have a really good contact seal. Once that's completely dry, I'm taking a little piece of sandpaper and sanding all around the edge. It creates a nice, neat sanded edge, and then we're going to be ready to start that Crackle technique. What you're going to need for this project is some Liquitex acrylic medium. I picked up gloss, but any finish will work, and some school glue. You're also going to need some water, a dish, and spoon. I found the Liquitex at Hobby Lobby, and you can find it at any craft store, also on Amazon. I'll put the link down below in the description. I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of water to 1 tablespoon of Elmer's school glue. You can use school glue that's white or the clear PVA glue, all will work. Then we're going to mix it together really well. Next, we're going to add 1 tablespoon of that gloss medium. And again, we're going to incorporate it together really well. You're going to take that mixture and paint it on top of your image. You're going to put it on quite thick. The more thicker you put it on, the more pronounced that crackle is going to be. So this is just something that you're going to have to play around with and see what you like for your project. If you have it on thin, you're going to get thinner crackles. If you put it on thicker, you're going to get thicker crackles. It's just something to experiment and have fun with. Try to get it on as evenly as you can, and once I've got this all done, we're going to set it aside and let it get tacky. If you would like to use your heat gun, just be really careful, moving it back and forth, and don't put it too close to your project so that the glue bubbles up. You know your craft is ready for the next step if you touch it and it doesn't come off on your finger, but it still feels tacky. Then you're ready to put on another coat of that Liquitex gloss medium. We're not using that glue and water mixture this time, just the gloss medium. We're going to spread it out evenly, trying not to mix it in too much, using long strokes and covering that entire piece of wood. When you apply the glue mixture over the picture, it forms a thin layer. As this layer dries, it contracts and hardens different than the layer beneath it. The difference in the drying rates cause that top layer to crack and separate, revealing that picture underneath. The cracking effect occurs due to the tension between the shrinking top layer and the more stable layer beneath it, resulting in such a really cool pattern of cracks across the surface. As you can see, all the crackles have formed already, but we're going to take it one step further. I'm going to use a little bit of acrylic paint in a nice brown color, and we're going to rub it on top of that image. It will soak down into those cracks, giving it a sepia look or a more age-distressed look. This again is something that you can just test and get the look that you want to achieve, but how beautiful is this? It makes those cracks pop even more and gives that bee image the appearance of an old vintage piece of art. So have some fun trying out this recipe. It's affordable, it's easy to do, and I know you're going to love it on your DIY projects. And again, I'll put the link to that gloss medium down below in the description and right here. And there it is, your own clear crackle finish, aged, vintage, beautiful, and the image completely intact underneath, and you can still see it. Have a play with the thickness of your top coat. A thinner coat will give you fine hairline cracks. A thicker coat's gonna give you that bold, dramatic crackle. Both are gorgeous. It just depends on the look that you're going for. The bee graphic I used isn't available in my Etsy store. I'll put that link down below in the description. And if you're a member of our Upcycled Society, you're gonna already find this in the library waiting for you. And that's where I keep my growing collection of printable graphics, exclusive tutorials for members. If you're interested in checking out the Society, that link will also be down below in the description. Stay creative and keep crafting with me. Watch this next video. Take care. We'll see you in the next one.